Betsy Sue, this is Charmaine again, and this is my third message I left you. Please call me back. I left my book bag in your car, and I need my communications book. I have a project due tomorrow, and I haven't even started it yet, and I can't start it until I have the book. Please call me back. I need a miracle. If anyone out there can hear me, please help me. Oh look, there is a message on my computer. Oh wow, I can't wait! It's now 10 o'clock, and the first spirit should be arriving. Oh, something is happening with my television. Oh wow, you scared me. Are you the first spirit?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am the first spirit. Hello, Charmaine. I'm the first spirit to help you create a communication presentation that is due tomorrow for your communications class. You communicated that you needed help to create this presentation that is due tomorrow for your communication class, and we, the communication spirits, are here to answer your call and give you information about communication for your communication presentation due tomorrow for your communication class.
Thank you for answering my call.
You're welcome. Let's get started. What does your presentation focus on in communication?
Teams and groups.
Great. That happens to be my specialty. I will now take you on a magical journey to help you get started on your presentation. Here, this is the Book of Communication. Place your hand on it and come with me on a magical journey. Magical journey ride. To teams and groups and communication. Let us talk about the difference between teams and groups and the kinds of groups there are. The term group and the term team are for the most part interchangeable. At least most people use them that way. However, there is a difference between those two words, just like there's a difference between hearing and listening. They may fall under the same category, but they each have its own distinct definition. A group can be described as 3 or more individuals who coordinate their individual efforts to reach a common goal. A team is a group of people who share a common team purpose and face a number of challenging goals. Like groups, team involves interaction and shared rules. However, teams differ from groups in several ways. Teams are formed for a particular reason, like people who play sports, whereas groups are as a matter of fact, such as people of the same race. Also, groups tend to be more informal, whereas the tasks and roles of team members are specified. While all teams are individuals, not all groups are teams. Group members are responsible for their own accountability. Team members are responsible for their own actions and the actions of other members on the team. You do find a lot of teams and groups in the professional life. Success in your profession can be linked to how you communicate with teams and groups. There are 6 types of teams and groups that are common among businesses. Project teams have people who are expert in different things that are related to the project they are working on. Their knowledge and skills help to complete their project efficiently. Focus groups are used to find out what people think about a product. A variety of people are gathered to observe and/or interact with a product and provide their feedback on it. A focus group usually has a leader that provides people a questionnaire that asks for their input related to the product. Brainstorming groups are organizers and leaders who gather together to come up with an array of ideas to help them with a certain goal. All sorts of ideas, thoughts, and opinions are expressed and evaluated by others who are part of that group. It is then determined which ideas are good, which ideas are bad, which ideas need more work, and which ideas can be used for future endeavors. Advisory groups are people who give their recommendations to those who make the final decision. This allows the ones who do have final say to see a new perspective on things, and it helps them make that final decision. Quality improvement teams have 3 or more people who use their skills to help improve the quality of an organization. In order for this team to be effective, management would have to support their findings and use their recommendations. Then we have the decision-making groups, which you will learn about when the time comes.
Whoa, that was some trip.
Yes, it can get a little cloudy, but not to worry. We've all been on cloud 9 before. Now, Charmaine, with the information you have just received, you can start in your presentation. The next spirit will visit you at 11 and will take you on a new magical journey ride for communication information.
Thank you, spirit number 1.
You're welcome. Bye now. No, I want to turn the camera. Don't turn the TV on. No. No, hey man.
Wow, this is a great start. I feel so blessed. Oh, it is 11, and I am ready for a visit from the second spirit. How is that for good timing? Spirit number 2, is that you?
Yes, honey, it's me. I'm spirit number 2. Get on over here and give me a hug. Woo! It's so good to be here in a movie. Thank you for choosing me and letting me be the actress I know I can be. Oh, my Lord. You know you didn't have to do it, but you did. You picked me. You picked me, and I just appreciate everything.
Spirit number 2, thank you for being here to help me complete my communications project.
Oh, of course, my beautiful child, my marvelous, precious angel. You called and we came to help you with this project so you can show the world what communication is all about. Lord, we thank you. Are you ready to take this next magical journey ride?
Yes, I am. What will you show me next?
Well, my Pillsbury biscuit. As you know, when it comes to being part of a group or a team, there are strengths and limitations, of which I know nothing about, as I am versatile.
Okay, so let's go and do this.
Of course. Here's that book. Now close your eyes like I dream of Jeannie. 1, 2, 3. Bing! Teams of people working together for a common purpose is the centerpiece of humanity. Our ancestors band together to hunt, raise families, and defend their communities. Human history is largely a story of people working together to explore, achieve, and conquer. These are all primary functions of working in groups and teams. You may love working in groups and teams, or you may hate it. Whichever way you feel, you can be certain of 2 things. First, you will have company because teamwork can be both mind-boggling and gratifying. Secondly, no matter how you feel about it, you will work in groups or teams throughout your life, in your academics, your career, and throughout life in general. Group and team communication, just as organizational communication, must be willing to work across traditional boundaries. Working in groups and teams encompasses core communication values such as interpersonal, intercultural, and gender. Please allow for me to discuss with you some of the limitations and strengths while working in communication with groups and teams. Some limitations for groups and team communication are time for process. All members have the opportunity to respond to ideas. All members have the opportunity to put their ideas forward. Another limitation would be the suppressing of individuals and encouraging of conformity. Conformity pressures may exist when a majority has a different opinion than the minority or one different person in the group. Social loathing, in essence, is just fooling around and not participating. This could include verbals and nonverbals, total action with body language, facial expressions, and direction toward personal artifacts such as cell phones or tablets versus engaging in the communication. Social loafing is also an indication of lack of responsiveness, which too is a limitation for working in groups and teams. Another limitation is that this type of communication is not wise for policy making or decision making. Another limitation is that this type of communication cannot work well for an emergency task. Often, another limitation is that there is not enough time to deliberate and develop an action plan. Strengths of groups and team communication are as such: greater resource from the expertise that may be involved in the group or the team, more thorough thought. There's a synergy within the room. This helps in developing a special kind of collaboration. Another strength of working in groups and teams is that it exceeds individual perceptions and ideas. It provides for a combination of knowledge, which allows us participating in the group and the team to build upon ideas. Here ends my description of limitations and strengths while working in groups and teams.
Boy, that was very informative. I have a lot to add to my presentation. You have immersed me with so much.
Yes, that's what happens. When I enter the scene, I just fill the room with all of my elegance and my talent and my professionalism. That's why I'm such a delight to work with. I'm sure that you have noticed. Now go. Go on ahead and add to your presentation, and you will be visited by another spirit at midnight. But beware, child. Beware, I tell you. It will not end after the third spirit.
By heavens, what do you mean?
Girl, you gonna find out. But for now, I must go. Keep up the good work, honey child. I'll holla.
There is so much information, I almost missed the time turning midnight, and now I'm ready to meet spirit number 3 to help me complete my communication presentation on teams and groups. Where are you, spirit number 3? There is a knock at the door. I will get it.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
There's a knock at the door. I will go get it.
Come in, Patrick.
Spirit number 3. Wow, this is truly amazing. Come in, please.
Yes, I am truly overwhelmed to be here with help you with your communication. May I sit?
Yes, please have a seat.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. How are you?
I am the last spirit to visit you tonight, and we will be learning about the conflicts that can occur within groups and teams.
Oh, of course. There can be conflict when people work together. This will be a great addition to my presentation.
You know what to do. In a group or team activity, people have different ideas, opinions, and viewpoints, creating conflict within the group or team. However, the managing of the conflict is the difference whether the group will succeed using constructive conflict or fall further into disagreement because of disruptive conflict. With constructive conflict, we show respect and understanding with the diverse opinions, striding toward sharing goals and interests while employing a win-win resolution to the conflict. A win-win resolution is where both parties are satisfied with the outcome. When working within a group or team, we must learn to deal with conflict in a professional manner, while avoiding the non-verbal environment factor of the meeting. Disturbance between members of the group or team, the personal environment of the meeting can help or hinder the progress of the meeting. For constructive resolution, all members should feel as if they are comfortable in the environment the meeting is taking place. If there were to be a conflict, we want to be sure to move the meeting along in a positive manner instead of making a member of the group or team feel as if they must become defensive, creating a negative mood within the group or team. Respect is another main reasoning tool involved within a group or team. When people respect one another, coming to a resolution is much faster and can even lead to collaborative ideas when people are allowed to work a conflict out while also respecting each other. If respect is not given by one or all parties of the group or team, situation can fall into a disruptive conflict. Disruptive conflict is focusing only on one's self-interest and employing a win-lose resolution. A win-lose situation is where only one member of the group or team are satisfied with the outcome, where each person would like to benefit but not allow leeway to the other group or party. Each person believes that their solution is the best and do not want the input of the other members, only looking out for their best interest. When we are assigned to work within a group or team, we should look at taking steps to prevent a conflict from interfering with the ultimate goal of the group or team. A group leader should intervene at the first sign of conflict and work towards a resolution quickly, satisfying both parties. Everyone should be encouraged to offer solutions as well as criticisms, while also giving people the opportunity to express their ideas to each member of the group.
I don't know how to thank you all. You have helped me so much in my time of need.
But you are not done. There is more to this topic, but you have to look within yourself. I can't say no more. Farewell, my communication protege.
I wonder what he meant by that. How can the answer be within me when I don't remember anything from this chapter? Well, let me continue on this project and see if I will be able to find the answer. Okay, I have added all the information I have learned from the spirits, but there is something missing.
Look inside your heart.
Of course, the answers were with me all along. I know what else needs to be added to this presentation. There are two types of methods used for group decision making. These methods are the standard agenda and the nominal group technique. Both methods consist of stages to help complete a task. When working in groups, it is best to use one of the two techniques to help make a decision. According to our book, Standard Agenda is broken down into 6 stages. It is best used for a task-oriented group discussion. Standard Agenda follows the 6 stages. Stage 1. We define the problem and become knowledgeable on why it's a problem. Stage 2. We gather and analyze evidence and information. We can work as a team to do this. Stage 3. We establish criteria for the solution. There needs to be standards set to the problem we are defining. Stage 4. We generate ideas as a team. Typically, you use the information you found in Stage 2 and compare it with Stage 3. Stage 5. We decide as a group what solution fits the problem. The final stage is Stage 6. We monitor the decision to make sure our solution is working best. The second technique is nominal group technique. This is an alternative to brainstorming that is used as a more structured format to obtain multiple inputs from several people on a particular problem or issue. According to the Department of Health and Human Services, the nominal group technique prevents domination of the discussion by a single person, encourages all group members to participate, and results in a set of prioritized solutions or recommendations that represent the group's preferences. Nominal group technique follows the 5 following stages. Stage 1, we need to introduce the problem and explain it. Stage 2, we have group members write their ideas on a piece of paper. In Stage 3, we ask the team members to share their ideas. Stage 4, we share our thoughts and ask questions to other ideas. The final stage is Stage 5. We vote and rank. We immediately tally the votes and discuss the outcome. When participating in group projects, we typically encounter different communication techniques that people use. These techniques are task communication, procedural communication, climate communication, and egocentric communication. Each communication style is different than the other, but helps us to form an effective team. The first one is task communication. This is where we initiate ideas, listen to ideas, and seek ideas. We gather information and give input. Procedural communication. We organize the project. We keep an agenda for the project and we record information. Climate communication, the positive and enthusiastic team member. This is where we establish a peaceful work ethic. The final communication technique is egocentric technique. We are negative about others' ideas and disrupt the project. Typically, we don't want this person in our group. It is morning now. I have finished my presentation, and I have learned so much about teams and groups and communication, and I couldn't have done it without the spirits.
Honey child, it was
the
in
whole
you all the time.
Yeah.